Hi friends, how you doing today? It's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you 4 easy but delicious dinner ideas, so stick around to the end. All right, I got a couple of large potatoes that I am cutting and prepping to get ready to make mashed potatoes. I was originally going to do rice with the salmon, but creamy mashed potatoes just sounded way more delicious. As the potatoes are boiling, I'm going to go ahead and start preparing my 2 salmon fillets. So I have a 1/4 of a cup of soy sauce and a 1/2 cup of teriyaki sauce. Cut up a little bit of green onion to top the salmon with. Now we need to sprinkle a little garlic salt on the salmon. I'm just in love with garlic salt right now, so you'll see me cook with it a lot. So much flavor. So I am opening up a Ziploc bag. I'm going to go ahead and add the salmon fillets. Add my 1/4 cup of soy sauce, my 1/2 cup of teriyaki sauce. Seal that up and give it a good mixing. To the cooked potatoes, I added 3/4 cup of milk. Here I'm adding 4 tablespoons of butter, a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, a 1/2 tablespoon of salt. Here's a little tip for busy parents. A great way to mix your potatoes is using your hand mixer. I'm setting the oven to broil. Once it's warmed up, I'm going to have the salmon cook for 7 to 8 minutes. All right, let's get these babies ready so we can eat. Fast, easy, and delicious. Gotta love it. Tonight we are going to do an easy crock pot meal. We are going to do creamy ranch chicken. What you'll need is 2 chicken breasts, a 10-ounce can of cream of chicken soup, 1 packet of Hidden Valley Ranch dip, and a 1/2 cup of milk. I'm turning my crock pot to low, and I'm going to go ahead and spray it with some cooking spray. You can use those crock pot bags, but just if you don't have those, just use the cooking spray. So I'm going to put the chicken in first, and I've already rinsed this off. I'm going to next sprinkle the packet of ranch seasoning just over the top. I'm going to now add the cream of chicken condensed soup. Lastly, I'm going to pour the 1/2 cup of milk, and I just do it around the chicken, not on top of it, because then it'll just push all the seasoning off. So I am doing low for 8 hours, but another option is high for 5 hours. It's been about 8 or so hours now, so I'm going to go ahead and start the rice. I'm going to make it in an Instapot, super easy. Definitely get you one of these. So we'll take 1 cup of rice, pour it on in, and then add 1 1/4 cup of water. Close the lid, and then just press rice. That's it. And it'll tell you when it's done. I did want to note to make sure that it's on sealing, not venting. Very important. Okay, I'm going to break up the chicken a little bit here before I get ready to plate it. It's pretty tender. And here's the finished product. Light, fresh, and easy. Party, pizza party, 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 pizza party. Yes, we're making pizza tonight. I'm gonna make the sauce, which is a pesto. You will need 1 cup of basil, 3 cloves of garlic. Gotta keep those vampires away. I'm Team Jacob for any Twilight fans out there. I'm now adding 3 tablespoons of pine nuts, 1/3 cup of shredded Parmesan. Do not put powdered Parmesan in this. Next, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. The last ingredient is just a few dashes of salt. Now I'm ready to blend this baby up. I'm using my NutriBullet, but you can use a blender, it'll work just fine. This is just a store-bought crust. I do not have time to be making a homemade crust, but if you want to do so, more power to you, but I don't got the time. Well, as I'm spreading this delicious pesto over the crust, I wanted to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, and also give this video a thumbs up. I also want to thank everyone that has subscribed to my channel so far. I really appreciate your support, and I love making videos for you, and I will keep them coming. Time to add some cheese. I would say I put about 2 cups of mozzarella on this, but just however much cheese you want. If you like lots of cheese, put lots of cheese. If you like light cheese, put light cheese. I like lots of cheese. I kind of messed up here. I meant to put the spinach on first. It really honestly is better to do that, but I added the spinach. Now I'm just going to add a little bit more cheese on top to make it stick better. I'm adding some Parmesan cheese for a nice little boost of flavor. The shredded Parmesan is so delicious. I baked this chicken breast earlier in the day and it's already cooled, so I'm cutting it up now to add to the pizza. Man, I need to sharpen my knife or that chicken was just really tough. Jeez. I'm adding about 4 tablespoons of sun-dried tomatoes onto the pizza. Now I'm adding the star of the show, in my opinion, the goat cheese. Yum. I used probably about 3 tablespoons and just put little bits of it around the pizza. If you bought the store-bought pizza crust, it'll give you the temperature to set the oven on the package. And usually it only takes about 8 to 10 minutes to cook. It's really, really fast. This pizza was fast, easy, and so delicious. The final easy dinner recipe I'm going to show you is crockpot French dips. All you will need is 1.5 pounds of a chuck pot roast, a half a can of root beer, or I have this small can of root beer here, but it's equivalent to a half a can of root beer. And then you can also use a half a can of regular beer if you want to, but I'm not wasting that on food, sorry. You also will need 1 package of Lipton onion soup powder and 1 cup of beef broth. I'm going to first go ahead and spray inside the crock pot. This saves you a ton of cleaning time. Let's go ahead and put our pot roast in. Oops, get out of there. I hate when that paper thing gets in there. Get out of there. Now we will sprinkle 1 package of the Lipton onion soup powder mix. Then add your half a can of root beer or regular beer. The final thing to add is your 1 cup of beef broth. This bad boy is set to low. I'll let them cook for 8 hours, or you could do high for 4 hours. Alrighty, it's dinner time. About 8 hours have passed. I'm gonna take the pot roast out. How good that looks. We'll try to break it apart, shred it. This should be really tender and easy to do. I have some fries cooking in the air fryer to go with our French dips. getting the hoagie rolls ready. What I'm going to do is add the beef and the cheese, and then I'm going to melt the cheese under the broiler. You're going to want to make sure you keep a good eye on the browning of the cheese so you don't burn it. I'm going to use the broth in the crock pot as the au jus. The fries turned out perfect. And that, my friends, is how you make the easiest French dip of your life. It was very, very good. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next week.